Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today we're talking about the Clone Z-95, the rumored expansion. I'm calling it rumored in quotations here, but we kind of knew that it was coming along with the Rogue class because they were the last two for this final wave from FFG. And this is kind of like these two more expansions that are coming. We got an image of the Clone Z-95 to talk about today. It's pretty cool, so it's maybe not what you'd expect. So we're going to talk about this a little bit. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed, and leave a comment, like the video, share the video. Check the links down in the description below. Join our Discord. We got a great family-friendly Discord for you to join and talk about the games and become part of the community. That's a great avenue to go. Also, if you're interested in becoming part of the channel, you can join the team on Patreon. And patrons get all kinds of bonuses, special Discord roles, better access, and early previews of battle reports and extra giveaways that happen on Patreon. All kinds of cool stuff like that. But also want to thank today's sponsor, Luxury Playstyle. Amazing full metal tokens for X-Wing, as well as a lot of other games as well, like Legion or Keyforge or L5R or Arkham, all kinds of games like that. So check out luxuryplaystyle.com. Amazing full metal tokens. They're all double-sided. They come in a variety of finishes. If you use code Crabbok VIP, you're going to save 15%. And also orders $35 or more that use that code are going to get a free Crabbok token, which has got the lightsaber nunchucks on there. And it has the C on the front, the 5 on the back. You can use it for light side versus dark side for keeping track of critical hits or counting damage in other games. Super cool token. Don't forget that code Crabbok VIP. Okay, so we got an early look at today's leak, which came out of the Brazil, and is part of, for whatever reason, like the last leaks also came out of there too. And we've got these awesome looking Clone Z-95. So a couple of things. The first thing is, okay, there's two, so it's a 2-pack. Now, some of you may not know that the 1-packs are pretty much gone. And so here's why I say that. It wasn't very cost effective for FFG to be doing small ships and only one per box, right? They used to just cost $20, and is the amount of packaging and space that it would take, especially in the 2.0 format. It uses up a lot of space. Now, when you think about shipping containers and getting everything over here, you want to fit as much as you can in in a shipping container, and this box is not twice the size of a small box, but it's a little bit bigger. But basically, you can fit a lot more volume in something like this, where you do 2 ships in one box, because a lot of that is packing material. A lot of the packing material, why it's so much bigger, is to make sure nothing gets destroyed in transit. You have boxes that are tumbling around in the seas, getting loaded onto trucks, getting packed into other boxes, getting thrown onto trucks, shipped to stores, and all kinds of stuff like that. There's a lot of rattling and banging and denting and dents and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons that boxes end up having so much extra space in them. Well, anyway, the reason for all of that is basically to say that they're all going to be 2-packs from now on for small ships. Now, medium and larger ships can still be 1 in a box because they end up costing more anyway. So it's not it's not as much. They don't it's not as much of a missed opportunity on profits. Now, some people have no problem with this. You actually do get a small discount. It wasn't always the case. But the 2-packs used to be actually more expensive to buy a 2-pack than two individuals. When we look at the Y-Wings that came out, was the first time people started looking at this. The Resistance Y-Wings actually came out in a 2-pack before the price increase was announced, and so at one point I did the math, whereas the small ships were $19.99 and the Y-Wings were $39.99. So it's $20 or $40, but it was actually if I bought 2 individual Y-Wings or 2 individual small ships, it would actually be $39.98. So it's actually more expensive to buy 2. But that's all changed with the price increases. The small ship single blister packs went up by just a little bit more. So now you're actually saving a couple of dollars by buying 2 in a single pack, as opposed to just buying 2 individual small ships. So there is some value in this, but it does kind of hurt the person who wants only 1, or the person who wants to fly 3 of them. And that's where if you want to buy 3, you're going to get stuck buying 4 or splitting one with somebody else. But it's harder to split something like this because you might need all of those pilots. Although maybe not, because presumably there's going to be a couple of generic pilots in here, and generics are almost illegal now in this new 3.0 rule set from AMG. So maybe it'll be easier to split a pack with somebody else. But yes, so the other big thing that you notice is that these Z95s look very different. Right? Now, we always knew the clone Z95s looked different than the Z95s we've already seen, but we never knew if that was just really an animation style thing. There's lots of different Z95 like models and signature models and different nomenclature for all of the Z95s. But if you compare it to like the original Z95 for the X-Wing, now this by the way, this makes the 4th different Z95 that we've seen. But we've had 2 already for Scum. We had the first one for Scum when Scum came out in first edition, and then of course the original one that was for Rebel only, and then of course we had a repainted another Black Sun Scum one that came out for second edition, and so now we're getting a Republic Z95, but this one's a whole new sculpt, and so it's really cool. It looks wider, it looks sleeker, it looks like it's a really, really great sculpt. It looks a lot better, I think, than this Z95, which, again, this one looks so much more like an X-Wing, and this one looks a lot less like an X-Wing. This actually one reminds me a little bit of an ARC 170 at first glance. Only at first glance. You look a little closer, it's clearly not an ARC 170. But these look really, really cool. I can't wait to see them out of the box and get like a closer look at them. Of course, when they do come out, I will be doing an unboxing, so you'll be able to check them out here. But it looks really, really cool, and this marks the the other half of this final, I guess, section of this wave, which also does include the Rogue class, which is also going to be in that same format. So if you guys hadn't already seen, Cad Bane's ship, the Xanadu Blood, is a Rogue class starfighter that is going to be coming out. And at least in this one, we're getting two different painted ships. Again, I've talked about this a little bit. We really don't know much about these because both this and the Clone Z95 are not even announced yet officially. Only reason we have the images we have are from leaks that have come out by other distributors and other stores and other parts of the world, and so some people just don't mind slipping out some leaks here and there, and it's very, very strange why these haven't been announced yet. And a lot of it might have to do with the slowdown. We were supposed to have had the whole Mandalorian wave out by now, and that's just getting getting piecemealed. We're getting like one single expansion every couple of months, it feels like, and it's something we're not really used to. X-Wing used to get a wave every couple of months, and when a wave would be like 3 or 4 or 6 expansions. I remember going to my FLGS on like X-Wing Day, which would be like, hey, the new Wave 6 is dropping today, and just walking out with like 2 giant bags full of buying. Like, I remember when Wave 4 dropped. I think that was my single biggest purchase because there were 4 new ships, and I think I bought at least 2 or 3 of each one, which actually was when the Z95 for the Rebels first came out. And so I think I walked out with like 12 ships that first day. It was like 12 expansions that day. It was a big day. It was a big day, and it was fun, having those big release days where you just got all this new stuff, and when things kind of trickle in one at a time, it's a little bit less of a big new, like, hey, let's all go play this weekend with all the new stuff, and it's like, no, let's go play with this weekend with the one new ship. So I mean, granted, it's still, even one expansion can do a lot of things to the meta and still change things up, but I'm curious, and I want to hear from you guys, what role do you really see a Z95 filling for the Republic when they've already got things like V19 torrents, like they, I was just like, what about or the V-wing, right? Like, it's hard to really to figure out what role they're gonna play, and I'm really gonna be curious to see if the fact that they're coming in a 2-pack means that they're going to have a lot of synergies with like one other, and I'm curious how the builds are, or if it's really going to be like mechanics with these that stress that you want 3 of them. I think that would be kind of funny, but we're going to have to see. I've got high hopes, especially for this model too, because the models look really, really cool. From this, here. It looks like it's a really cool paint job. I'm also really curious if this is also going to be spread apart from the Rogue class, if we're going to get both of these on the same day, or if it's going to be this final wave, they spread it out over to like a year and a half. When do you think they're going to actually announce this? Maybe it will be during the next mini extravaganza. That's supposed to be happening. They haven't announced the exact date, but I imagine it'll be the end of this month. So we've got a little bit of time. We'll have to wait and see. So that's gonna about do it for today. We do have one more thing to talk about, and as you guys know, I run giveaways all the time, and I like to do them. And we recently had a lot of success over Christmas with a big lightsaber giveaway, and I wanted to do another one, which we are doing today. I'm going to be announcing the winner. It's been going on for a little while. So today's winner for the lightsaber, and it's in the form of a $250 Amazon gift card. So you can get whatever kind of lightsaber you want for that within that limitation, or you can get a cheaper lightsaber and use the rest for something else, or you can get 2 lightsabers, or you can just buy some DVDs or whatever you need to do. But you don't have to buy a lightsaber with it, but you should, because it's a lightsaber giveaway. Today's winner is Vite V009. So congratulations, Vite V009. Just shoot me an email over at mailcrabbok@gmail.com. I'll get your contact info. We'll get you squared away. And it's as simple as that. So again, future giveaways, the same thing. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment. I think we're going to go back to $25 Amazon gift cards and doing those a little bit more frequently, but we will do lightsaber giveaways again. That will be coming soon. And, that's it. So we'll do some smaller giveaways and some bigger giveaways. And that's not, because plus we have giveaways that happen in Discord and on Patreon. So we have a lot of space for all of those things. So if you guys like giveaways, you're in the right spot. If you like X-Wing, Armada, Legion, Star Wars gaming, tabletop gaming in general, you're in the right spot. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I want to thank you all so much. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing, and you guys help make this channel possible. So thank you for your continued support. I will talk to you guys later, and as always, may the Force be with you.